Alright, y'all, we're here for the costume ride. We have some superheroes back there. And then we have a bike gang. John, Lauren, and Dennis are a bike gang. We've got Michael Myers / a lizard. And then Cameraman's going as the big bad wolf. So, we're gonna take you to a, haunted-ish location in historic Ellicott City, Maryland. A woman's institute. So we thought it was kind of, haunted. And it would be appropriate for our Halloween costume ride. Hey guys, so as you can see, I did not actually wear my full face and do a live vlog for this video. I was having an issue with the visor on my full face. I got it fixed. There was something messed up with the little attachment that morning. And honestly, I was sort of rushed and stressed because it was a lot to take all of the items that I had for a costume ride. I, as you can tell, went as Little Red Riding Hood, but I wore a bunch of clothes over top, and I had an event after this, so I had a lot of stuff on board with me. I posted on several local motorcycle groups that we would be doing a costume ride. I actually expected a better turnout. I thought that it was a really fun idea, and I thought we'd have several folks come out for it. I did have a lot of interest. I probably got 20 messages in my inbox about it, but then not a lot of people showed up. That could have been on account of the weather. You can probably tell from this video that it was sort of hazy, that we had a little bit of rain on and off, not a lot. It did actually rain later on that day, and Cameraman and I got caught in it, and Will, who was with us. But it was just sort of sprinkling at the start of this ride. We had, as you can tell, several people show up in costume. We had a gentleman by the name of Mitchell, who also practices law actually in the state of Maryland. So I knew him as an attorney before I knew him as a motorcycle rider. So for all of you that say you don't know any attorneys that ride motorcycles, now you've seen two of them. And actually, there's a number of other folks that are attorneys and ride motorcycles. There is a group called, I think they're like the Law Sharks. They might be out of California on Instagram. And there's another group, Law Tiger or something of that nature. So there are still some of us that are attorneys and also are into motorcycles. But Mitchell came and showed up as a superhero and brought a lady friend along with him. And she was dressed as Spider-Man, as you can probably tell from the video. Will, who was not in this very first clip, who takes our photos and lent me his live wire, came as, you'll see, a T-Rex, which is sort of hilarious. Cameraman was the big bad wolf to sort of go with our channel theme of me being Little Red Riding Hood. Our friend Doug, you might recognize Doug from some of our other videos. We did our bike detail video at his house. He came with us to Gettysburg Bike Week. And we did my Sissy Bar install video at his house. So you might recognize him and his black line. He came as Michael Myers. And so he's sort of in that black suit. And then we had a friend of ours that we actually met from our 9/11 ride, Dennis, who came. And then Lauren and John. John has the fat boy that we have posted a video previously of me riding before, and they came as bikers. So hopefully you guys will enjoy our ride to what we thought was going to be a haunted location. We decided not to go to like a commercialized haunted place, but a place that might really be haunted.
Turn any fits.
Will, sit on this. Man, you hit my bell with your tail. Man, you hit.
All right, guys. Let's
make a reel. Like, walking toward the bike.
Yeah, we should make a reel.
From right here.
Good call. Hi, y'all. So we're here on our costume ride. Actually, we had wanted to come here. This is the Patapsco Female Institute Historic Park. It's in historic Ellicott City. So this was a former facility for females that were institutionalized. It's supposed to be open, as you can see, and in fact I messaged them and they told me it was going to be open, but apparently it is not open. So we can't really go in. We can sort of give you a little bit closer. You can see it's actually a really cool place. You can schedule tours. There's all sorts of historic information. Look, we got somebody else here. People were trying to get in. I don't know. They were supposed to get in here. Anyway,
There's a few cars stopped.
We did a Halloween ride.
Hey, there's a private event. Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Oh, that's why.
I messaged somebody on Facebook and just said, will it be open?
That's not our account. Howard County doesn't own that. We don't know actually.
Somebody's running that just for fun.
Somebody's. No way.
No idea.
Okay.
That's funny. Like, why would people go out of their way to answer messages?
We'll be out of the way.
What a way to get at somebody.
Now, think about how much extra time do you have where you are answering messages and you don't even control the building.
See it will in the tiny circus.
No, I think she's just parking there, maybe.
I think we have to leave, is what she's telling us.
Yeah, I said we'll be out of the way.
Okay.
They can wait a few minutes.
Okay.
This is a Howard County public
Facebook
site.
page is doing a better job.
You right about that, Dan.
But it's just funny that
Actually, kind of need y'all to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, we're
Really sorry.
We're leaving.
so it's just funny to me that someone would go out of their way
To do that, right.
on there.
Wedding? Yeah, I have a wedding. They're going to be here in 4 minutes. Well, we're actually done having events after this year. So.
right, y'all. We are here. So we were at the Patapsco Female Institute, and they kicked us out because apparently their Facebook site is fake. And so the person that told me they were open today was wrong, and they're actually having a creepy wedding today. So we are now at historic Ellicott City, which is creepy in and of its own right. Actually, that's the courthouse, the old courthouse for Howard County. So I used to practice law frequently there. But we had, I don't know if we got it on video, but we had my friend Will wear his T-Rex costume. We had Michael Myers, and then Michael and I are Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf. So, change of plans, but we had a really good ride.
Nobody?
All sorts of setbacks today.
All sorts.
Like, so,
Their helmets look pretty wild, though.
yeah, they do look good. We didn't get to go on our original haunted tour of the Women's Asylum, but you know what? This gives me the opportunity to tell a good story about the courthouse.
Are we walking?
Yeah,
Oh, we're waiting
I
on
was
Will.
just waiting for Will to get all the stuff. All right. So, y'all, this used to be, as you guys know, I grew up in Carroll County, which is the county actually next to this. It's had a law office in Howard County the entire time. So the two courthouses I go to the most are Carroll County, which you saw in the video about my law practice, and this, which is, whoopsies. Is Dennis coming? I just got.
There's restaurants down
Yeah, this is historic Ellicott City. Do you know what that is?
Never been here? This is where all the floods happen and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the what?
Floods. So anyway, y'all, the courthouse I go to most frequently after the Carroll County Courthouse is this courthouse, or I used to go, which is the Howard County Courthouse. So they just recently got us a new courthouse building. Thank goodness. This one was so old. And it's literally a historic site. There's all these plaques. And this leads down to historic Ellicott City, which is a pretty famous town in Maryland. Unfortunately, it gets flooded out all the time. So a lot of the small businesses that have been there have been decimated several times in like 5 years, so I feel really bad for them. But you know, people are coming back, and it looks great down there. You might get to see a little bit. But at any rate, one of my first years practicing law in this courthouse, because it is historic, and I think this has been here. God, I'm gonna get this wrong. There's a plaque somewhere. We'll see if we can find it. But this was like some historic thing from the Civil War, I believe. Like that jailhouse. Yeah, so everything here is really, really old and a historic site. So here, look. Oh, I guess it was July 6th, Dennis. I was wrong. That it moved to the new location. At any rate, one of my first years practicing law, I had a client, and I've met with her a couple times, and we were here for a hearing. And about 10 minutes before our case was called, she tells me that she can hear the ghost of the past of this building that are haunting the courthouse and living below the courthouse. I was a little worried about my case at that point and asked her if she could please not share that with the judge. So, at any rate, maybe we still got to visit a haunted location, this old historic courthouse. And then we're all right, Dennis. It's not that far. I'm making everybody get exercise, and they don't like it, y'all. They do not like it. Now you know how Mike feels all the time. I make him walk all the places.
What's that? Right. Anyways, so we're gonna stop in historic Ellicott City, just get a little bite to eat. This is actually the same town that we rode through in the Santa video. I'm not sure why I'm always here in costumes. It's not like it's a costume place or something. But, woo, careful, Michael. All these stairs. Yeah, I'll bring it. I got you, Dennis.
Hilarious.
I got you.
Yeah, we
You're
put
still in
them here.
custody, so that's kind of cool. You can swing by, take the photos right over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh, you're fine.
Excuse us.
Sorry. Excuse my friend in this hideousness.
Sorry. Dennis, you gonna be all right?
Did he go get his bike?
No, he didn't go get his bike.
Oh, he did?
No, I'll get it for him. It's going up, I know.
Mike says he's going to go up and get it.
He went out.
No mandate powered time.
Hey, where are we gonna go?
Wherever Dennis wants to go, he had an idea.
Okay. I owe Dennis
Okay.
much. He's all me that.
I
So-
really like this place to take photos. Honestly, with your outfit right now in front of this building, it looks so cool.
So the judge's bench, the Phoenix Emporium, Upper Main. Where were you thinking, Dennis?
Yeah.
What's the matter with this place? Phoenix. Nothing.
Brewing
Where
company.
these guys eat?
That's the brewing company. That's
They don't serve food.
I've been, yeah, they do. They do.
How about the
Lapa Lapa is very good, actually. You want to do that?
I'm down. Will's like, no.
You don't like Mexican food?
Well,
It's not that I don't like Mexican food. It's
I
just
know
that
it.
I've
I
had
know.
it so much.
Right. Judge's bench right around the corner. Right around the bend on the left. You seriously bring that fucking
Brewing
bike
company, not
I gotcha.
That's, you know, all the local eats, man.
I was born and raised in this area.
Yeah?
This is my stomping ground.
All right.
We just came through the lumber mill. Gotcha.
So it was a real bummer that we weren't able to get into the Patapsco Institute. It's actually a very cool but somewhat creepy place. I've been there on a field trip with my son, and it was very interesting historically, but I thought one of the more disturbing places I'd been when you read about some of what went on there. And I felt like that was a traditional creepy Halloween activity. So I was really bummed about that. We did still have a nice time walking through historic Ellicott City. And like I said, I've heard whisperings that the courthouse was in fact haunted. So this was our little fun Halloween thing that we did for the channel. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. I just love dressing up. It's sort of, for me, like I get to be a different person for a day, and I think that's a little bit fun. Actually, a lot of people have commented before about the way that I'm dressed at bike events, and I have said that I like to be able to go to that event and put on my biker self. And Halloween's a little bit different, but sort of similar in that I get to dress in a particular way and sort of have fun with a part of me that is able to pretend to be something else. So that's sort of fun. I do have some additional footage from this day for an event that Cameraman and I attended that I'll be posting on Patreon. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link to our Patreon channel here. Head over and check that out. For everybody that's worried about my safety, I literally rode less than a mile in my costume from the place where they told us to leave the Patapsco Institute back down to the parking lot where the courthouse was in historic Ellicott City, which is less than a mile. And I rode the entire thing at slow speeds, so don't be too concerned. We have some exciting stuff coming up for you. So I will not be putting out a video on Sunday, given the fact that it's Halloween. Cameraman and I have kiddos to attend to, and this is the busiest week of my year for my law firm, so I will be engaged in a lot of trial stuff, but the following week we'll be putting out a Thursday and a Sunday video, so stay tuned. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.